the camera.
Yeah.
You kind of lost me there after you dumped on me on the chicken wing
The
story.
chicken wing?
You were talking to me about the chicken
I only
wing.
had
and
one-
I was
I only
actually
had
I was
one
feeling
chicken wing.
I was feeling good that you were with me, man, and then you threw a breast in there, maybe a thigh and a couple of drumsticks. And
I was feeling your pain last night.
So you on a diet?
yeah, I am. It's right now moving in on the end of 2 weeks, and I'm probably in for another 6.
And Clifford, any reference you can think of for food, feel free to
Oh,
throw
don't
it
do
in
that.
today.
Curtis, you didn't bring any donuts in, did you?
No.
Good, good. Yeah, and you didn't bring them in because not because you're cheap, but because you were worried about me. Right?
Yes, I was worried that you might indulge in more than one.
Speaking of that, you know what we're going to do on Monday?
Yeah, we're headed on the road again.
We're going to take the show out to Frontier Community College. We're going to go there to the Bobcat Den, and guess what they have there?
Yeah, snacks.
They got coffee and they got an Americano.
Oh, man. You have not quit talking about that since, what was it, Wednesday? We stopped by the Bold Goat?
It was
You
wonderful.
have not quit talking about that.
I'm telling you, Curtis, you have a cup of this, you'll do the parade route 5 times at Veterans Day. In full, you'll have a gun and everything, and it's not going to be a problem.
I
That
am
caffeine drove me through the wall.
I am going to get a text from Carol sometime in the next couple of days. Do not let him have an Americano coffee because I'm tired of hearing about it.
And on Monday, I want you to try one.
I will try one. I am.
Because I asked, do they have that? And they said, oh, of course. One of the baseball players said, of course we've got
what
one
if
of those.
they would not have had it?
Well, I've probably gone somewhere else.
Okay, now are we also gonna work out? Are we gonna have we're gonna do a workout show too, right?
No.
Okay.
No,
Not
I
gonna
don't
do
plan
chair-
on working
We're not
out.
gonna do chair yoga or anything
No,
while we're
we're
there.
going to sit in a corner. We're going to have people come by, and we're going to talk to them.
Okay.
And we're going to promote what they're doing out there, which is nice.
Yep. They've got a lot of stuff on. Speaking of promoting things that people are doing, Clifford Reaver, you work with the Veterans Parade, and that's coming up.
Yep.
That's,
Veterans Parade is November the 9th. It's on a Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
And let's talk about how you can get a float in that. How you can get involved in that.
Well, I'm starting to send out the the entry forms. They're coming out this week, and whenever you get the entry form, you can turn it around and send it right back to me, and I'll put you in on the parade route.
I understand Sheldon Bunting is continuing to look for a tank.
Yeah, Sheldon he's going to be an assistant to the assistant, I guess you could say. But we just had a meeting a couple of weeks ago and got stuff started. So, like I said, I've sent out the applications and waiting on them to start sending them back in.
I'll just throw this out there. I've talked to Sheldon several times, and he always mentions that he's looking for a tank or some other type of military vehicles to put in it. So if you're out there and you have a tank or military vehicles, you can call Sheldon at Le Mans, or you can just give us a call, or you can call Clifford.
Yeah.
We're looking
He's
for
good, huh?
we're looking for some sort of amphibian support vehicles.
Yeah.
He's going to have a hard time getting a tank, though.
Well, yeah.
Well, that'd
I
be
think he
great. That'd be great on the roads in downtown.
Well, it'd be good to do it now.
Yes.
Instead of
Yeah.
after
Not-
next year,
yeah.
whenever they put
By the
down.
way, right off the back, I want to say, why did I call Clifford Curtis?
I was going to ask you that.
I have no idea.
I don't have enough caffeine.
It was 3 times he called me that.
Why not?
Clifford, it's an age thing.
Clifford,
Because clearly he's much older than you and I.
Clifford, you should have said, no, Dave, my name is not Curtis. I have no idea. I just didn't have enough coffee. There's not enough caffeine in this coffee. That's the problem.
It's not an Americano.
It's not an
right?
Americano.
No.
That's the problem.
But I would like to also say I'd like for everybody to write down on their calendar November the 9th,
Yeah.
2 o'clock for the Veterans Day Parade and come
Yes.
out and support them.
It's one of the better Veterans Day parades I've seen.
Thank you.
It's a good one.
So we're looking forward to that. And by the way, I'd offer you
I know the Bassets.
a bunch of Basset Hounds to be in the parade.
I'll think about it.
Dress them up in fatigues.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do
Oh,
that.
we could do that. I've already got the whole theme for the
You know,
The homecoming
How many
parade.
Bassets are there? 4?
5.
5? Okay, well, look, you got 5 branches of the military: Coast Guard, Marines,
There you are.
I
Army,
think people
Navy,
would- I'm
and
not-
the Air Force.
I'm not sure people would know that that's where we were going, or if we were trying to do the Village People.
Well, the Village People had only one soldier.
Right. They did, and they
So-
had the firemen and
Yeah.
police and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we're waddling to victory. That's our float.
And that's in the homecoming parade.
That's
Pretty good?
good.
Pretty
Yes,
good?
it is. It's a good theme.
You like that, Curtis?
Yeah, Curtis. There you go. Back to Curtis.
And about halfway through the parade with those Basset Hounds, they're changing the name of it to Pulling for Victory.
Or
Yeah. We'll be pulling
carrying
them.
them.
Yeah. Carrying
We're
you.
pulling them for victory.
Yeah, hoping to get to the end of the line.
Well, they're not greyhounds. Okay. All right. I got the bucket of bunk.
You want the bunk? Give us the bunk.
Let's see if I get through this, and if I get in trouble, Curtis can help me. Birthdays. It's Friday, you know.
Yeah.
Clifford, it's
Okay,
Friday. Give me a little bit of a break. I only had maybe 2 or 3 gallons of coffee this morning.
Call him Matt.
Joseph
Call him Matt all day.
Joseph P. Kennedy was born on this date.
That's the patriarch, or
Yes,
the
yeah.
father of the
Yes, that's
group,
right.
not the patriarch, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be the
Big
patriarch.
patriarch. Okay.
He's a businessman, politician, ambassador to Great Britain. He got himself in a lot of trouble over there. Actually, Roosevelt brought him back because he was intimating we couldn't win the war as it was starting, which is not a good move.
No.
Anyway, he had all these boys.
Yeah.
And
And,
he
he had the one girl.
Oh, he had more than one. He had 9
Yep,
kids.
9 kids. Okay.
And his whole goal was that his son Joe was going to get into politics. He's going to be the next, going to be the first Irish American president.
Yeah.
Of course, Joe went into Navy as a pilot, and he took an incredibly dangerous mission and didn't come back.
Yep.
And that means John was next up, and he was able to ride and direct John all the way to the White House in 1960.
I think John's military record may have had something to do with that.
Certainly did. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about that military record. It was heroic, but it certainly helped when
The
Dad
movie came out. Yeah.
when Dad was able to orchestrate the movie and the book to be able to spotlight it.
Coincide with the announcement.
So anyway, then of course he the succession of losses is just unbelievable to that family.
Yeah.
They lost Joe, they lost John, then they lost Bobby, and then Ted was lost long before all the rest of them. You know, that movie that has come out, Chappaquiddick,
Yeah.
it just shows an incredible amount of things that went on around that time.
The Kennedy clan has their demons.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the old man, he had his days too. He apparently had affairs with Gloria Swanson and Marlena Dietrich in his life. So the old man got around, probably set the stage for some of the boys' antics in that regard. Joanne Worley was born on this date. She's 81 today.
Laugh in.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Roland and Martin's Laugh In.
She always had that goofy laugh.
Yes, she did.
You know, kind of crazy.
40 times on Merv Griffin. I don't know if that's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Tons of game shows. She was on Password, Hollywood Squares. Oh, my. Just a whole lot of different daytime TV.
Now, I know she was an actress. Outside of Laugh In and the game show appearances of Merv Griffin, what else did she do?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
I got nothing.
Okay.
David Allan Coe, 79 today.
You don't even know his name.
What do you mean you don't even know? Is that one of his songs?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Take This Job and Shove It's the one that I...
That's Johnny,
That's Johnny
Paycheck.
Paycheck. How did that get in there? That is not.
David Allan Coe.
He's the one that wrote the perfect country song.
The You Don't Even Know My Name?
Okay.
I think that's the name of it, but anyway.
Mona Lisa's Last Smile, The Ride, You Never Even Called Me by My Name.
Okay.
That's it. She Used to Love a Lot, and Long-Haired Redneck. He is 79 today. Jane Curtin is 71. She was, of course, one of the first females in Saturday Night Live history.
Jane, you
Yes, you can't
I
say
won't
that
say
here.
it. I won't say it.
Jane and Allie was another TV show that she was in.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, don't remember much about that.
She was in Third Rock from the Sun between
Uh-huh.
1996 and 2001. And she was also in the film Coneheads.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff Foxworthy is 61 today.
You might be a redneck.
He was good at that. He was really good at teaming up. Name the three guys he teams up with on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Bill
Bill.
Ewald, Ron White, and
Larry the Cable Guy.
That's it. You might be a redneck.
I saw Jeff Foxworthy in concert one time. Pretty funny.
His-
And you know what? He's got a lot of other funny bits besides You Might Be a Redneck, but that's the one he's best known for.
He's a hunting enthusiast. And his first two comedy albums went 3 times platinum. I mean, there's gold and there's platinum. 3 times platinum.
Wow. And he's one of those comedians that, for the most part, is pretty clean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron White makes up for that.
Yes, he does.
On this date, the Pilgrims left on the Mayflower from Plymouth to come on over here. 1901, President McKinley was shot and mortally wounded. He died 8 days later. That's a big day in history in America. 1943, the youngest player to appear in an American League baseball game was pitcher Carl Scheib of the Philadelphia A's. Scheib was 16 years, 8 months, and 5 days old. That's
Now,
pretty young.
Bob Feller, when he broke in, he was pretty young, too. I mean, I think he wasn't much older than that when he broke in, right?
Yeah, I don't think that he was younger than that.
Young. I don't think he was
Yeah.
that young, but he wasn't much older.
1995, Cal Ripken played his 2,131st game, setting a new record. That broke the record of
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse. This is interesting. 96, Eddie Murray hit his 500th home run. You don't even think of Eddie Murray when you think of the greats of baseball, do you?
No. But he was. I mean, I think he played. Well, he played for the Orioles.
Yes.
And
No, he was good.
first baseman. But did he play for some other teams? I think he might have.
I'm sure he did. 63 in music history, Jerry Lee Lewis, his contract with Sun Records expired. 68, Eric Clapton played on this record for the Beatles, and it was written by George Harrison. You want to take a guess on this one?
While my guitar. Nope.
Perfect. While My Guitar
Oh, was it? Okay.
Gently Weeps.
Okay.
Good guess. In 1989, the Pittsburgh Steelers were banned from practicing on their own field, Three Rivers Stadium, because the Rolling Stones were rehearsing for their incoming concert.
Ooh.
That wasn't good.
No.
New Kids on the Block released an album on this date in 89, Hanging Tough. Are they still around? I think they are.
I think they
I
are.
thought they just did a tour here
Yeah, I
about
think
2
they came
years
to St.
ago,
Louis
wasn't it?
not that long ago.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I wouldn't have walked across the street.
no, I
but
wouldn't either, but.
But the fact remains that you know about it, Clifford.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
No. It
Come
says,
on, man.
It says right here his name's Curtis. That's what
Oh,
it
that's right,
says.
Curtis.
Right
I'm sorry.
here. Come on.
I'm
let's
sorry.
stay.
I've called you Clifford
even-
all day.
Yeah.
Even if it's wrong, let's stay consistent.
Stay consistent. Okay.
Consistently wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah, until the show's over. Let's. Yeah.
All right. Sitting across from me, if you haven't figured it out, it's Curtis and Mac.
Yeah. I thought it was Dave.
No, we know one's the legend, man. Okay, so we had this question, Curtis, that we put out there.
Okay, had the question. All right.
Well, what is...
And it's not, do you have irritable bowel syndrome?
No, it isn't.
And what can you do about it?
No, well, we know what you can do about it. Will Walmart's decision to not sell certain guns and ammunition impact your shopping there? That was the question. We put it out there. And we had 1,875 people look at it. We had about 300 votes, which is pretty high for us. And we'll give you the results when we come back after this time out on Morning Coffee.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about genetically modified ingredients?
Don't like them.
Artificial flavors and colors?
No thanks.
Clean ingredients.
Now that I like.
When you care about what's in things and what's not, shouldn't your vitamins be clean too? Sundown vitamins are all clean all the time. Non-GMO, free of gluten and dairy, with colors and flavors from real food. We even have USDA certified Sundown Organics and kids vitamins too. When you're living clean, choose clean with Sundown vitamins at supermarkets, drugstores, or on Amazon.
Welcome back to Amazon Prime one-day delivery trivia. Now to the next question. If Adam can get a chainsaw in 1 day with Amazon Prime one-day delivery, and Sharon can get a leaf blower in 1 day with one-day delivery, what are the odds their neighbor will order noise-canceling headphones with Amazon Prime one-day delivery? Yes, Sarah.
Pretty good?
Correct. Introducing one-day delivery for Prime. Order from millions of items. Peace and quiet delivered.
Carnaby Girls invite you to transition into fall with their contemporary, cool, casual fashions. Multiples, tribal, Charlie B, with watercolor florals on woven chiffon, denims with embroidery, or cozy soft Chanel sweaters in colors of amber, mulberry, rose, olive blues, and heather gray. As they celebrate their 39th year in downtown Fairfield and another change of season, let's all support local. Make Fairfield the place to shop. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and Thursdays until 7.
School's back in session, and that means it's football time. Hi, this is Carrie Book at F&B. Join us for our annual F&B tailgate at the Mules Train Yard on Friday, September 20th from 5:30 until kickoff. We've got free food and t-shirts while supplies last. Plus, bring the kids by for wiffle ball with members of the Frontier Bobcat softball team. F&B, banking, business, life. Member FDIC.
The annual Cedarhurst Art and Craft Fair is Saturday and Sunday, September 7th and 8th in Mount Vernon. Enjoy the art of over 100 crafters, plus food booths, beer tents, great music, and a kids zone. Admission is just $5 for a day jam-packed with unique artists, lots of music, art demonstrations, great food, beer, wine, craft brews, and fun for all ages. There's pay to park near the fair or catch the $3 round-trip shuttle to Cedarhurst from Times Square Mall. Find all the craft fair weekend details on Facebook or at cedarhurst.org.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when John Glenn became the first American to orbit the Earth?
0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous.
Glenn returned an instant hero. 46 million TV viewers got a tour of the White House from First Lady Jackie Kennedy.
This piano was designed by Franklin Roosevelt, and this is the end of the room where Pablo Casals played for us.
We swapped a Russian spy in return for our own Francis Gary Powers. Jim Beattie became the first man to break the 4-minute mile indoors. And all these songs were setting the pace on your radio.
Break it to me gently. She's got you. My crying in the rain. Hey, baby, Jamie. Where have all the flowers gone?
Let me in, will you?
All these songs came out together. But when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
And now, the top 5 reasons to drive for Bestway Express. Number 5, free health clinic. Number 4, paid holidays. Number 3, $1,800 annual safety bonus. Number 2, no hazmat, no jack stand moves, and higher mounted airlines for easier access. And the number 1 reason, you will be home daily. Bestway Express is now hiring for multiple home daily positions. Contact Bestway at 1-833-BESTWAY or bestwayexpress.com.
February 1962. Duke of Earl.
Gene Chandler and Duke of Earl, the top song of February 1962. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Are you thinking about changing jobs and want to make good money with benefits? Come to Champion Labs' hiring event at their Albion, Illinois facility on Tuesday, September 10th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. to talk with them about a job. Champ is looking to fill machine setup, fork truck, and assembly positions. Champ offers good pay with increases, and you're paid weekly. Benefits include insurance, paid holidays, vacation, and 401k to support you and your family. If you are interested in assembly, machine setup, or other skilled opportunities at Champ, stop by their Albion, Illinois facility. Visit champlabs.com or come to Champ's hiring event on Tuesday, September 10th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Champ is where you can find a great job with an opportunity to personally grow and advance. See you on September 10th. Champion Laboratories in Albion is an equal opportunity employer. You can also find them on Facebook at Champion Laboratories Incorporated.
All righty. We are back on Morning Coffee. Question of the day. Time.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of
with
incoming
Mac
calls.
and Clifford and Mac and Curtis.
Yeah.
And Jack's over here going to visit with us in just a couple of minutes.
Jack the newsman. Somebody's trying to tell me that Joe Nuxall, 15 years old, is the youngest who ever pitched.
Okay,
So I think that clears that up.
Yeah.
And I believe that. I believe Joe
I think
Nuxall.
Feller broke in pretty early, too.
Question of the day was, will Walmart's decision to not sell certain guns and ammunition impact your shopping there? And it came down to really well over 2-1. No, it will not have any impact on the people that listen to the station and do these polls. You two, how are you weighing in on this?
I guess it's not going to impact, what I get at Walmart because, for the most part, I try and buy, from local business owners, unless I have to.
And that's where you get your artillery?
That's where I get the artillery, yeah.
How about you, Curtis?
I get mine from local. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop doing the Curtis thing. Okay. It's not funny anymore.
All right, man.
Is it Curtis? No. Okay, so that's Clifford. Just a couple of comments. Lonnie says, even though sporting goods is always a frustration at Walmart due to the fact that there's never anyone at the counter, and you have to ask someone to page help to get back there and wait 20 to 30 minutes for them to show up. They did have good prices on ammo. I don't really like the two options of either standing in line for hours at the only cashier that's open or checking myself out, which robbed the job of the missing people that were cashiers.
The greeters!
Oh, well, we lost our greeters, and we're still upset about that. I love that guy. And the lady, too. They were both nice. Ty says, I'm sure everyone will be taking advantage of the myriad of other options in Fairfield. That's snarky.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Roger says, I wish I could say yes, but for a few things, they're the only game in town.
Yep, that's true.
Would rather buy locally or than like Evansville. Janice says, Save A Lot is the best local store. Buy local. And I shop there quite a bit.
I do too.
Eddie says Walmart has the right to decide what items they choose to sell. I just think the reasoning behind the removal of the ammo is the problem. So he's not happy. We had all kinds of comments on this one. Really did. I think that's good enough. We were talking earlier. About that situation at the City Hall.
That's a very odd situation, and Jeff from the newsroom has joined us. And Jeff, $27,000 phone bill, is that right?
Thereabouts, yes. It was last year when the bill came in.
Okay, so this isn't a phone bill from last month or the month before or anything like that.
No, not that I'm aware of. Had heard some of the comments, I guess, on the street through I can't even think of it, through Mac here. So I went and spoke with the mayor yesterday and just said, hey, is there any truth to anything that's being said?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yeah, there was a hefty phone bill because on some Saturday evening, Sunday morning time span, again, last year, there were all sorts of calls made to international phone numbers. It wasn't from one phone in City Hall. The records were saying that the mayor's phone had an outgoing call. His secretary's phone had an outgoing call. The treasurer their phone had an outgoing call all at the same time.
So this may be a situation where somebody hacked into maybe a phone line that was connected to a computer with the internet access, something like that.
The mayor said that they did some digging, and it could have been that someone got into their system through the all-in-one, so fax machine, printer, that one of those machines that
North
does
Korea,
it all, hence the name.
Russia, China.
Other countries did not make it in to our discussion.
Okay.
So outside of the international phone calls, I'm afraid.
Nothing from North Korea or anything like that.
Not that I was told.
Okay. It wasn't.
I didn't specifically ask about North Korea.
It wasn't the local.
It was Flora.
It wasn't the local North Korean spy calling home.
Gosh, I hope not.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. Yeah, I only heard the talk on the street secondhand, so I don't know exactly what was going on, or what was being said. But international phone calls.
But the basic thing is somebody hacked into the system more or less and made those calls.
That's what they believe.
From a separate location. They didn't actually break into City Hall.
Didn't necessarily have to be in City Hall to make those, and to have all of the phones go off at the same time, the way that the mayor said they would.
I can just see it.
That's something that would be pretty difficult to do, to synchronize it that well.
That guy probably called. Okay, he called up somebody in Germany. Guten Tag. Yeah, I'm calling from the Police Association of Illinois. And have you donated this year? Because, you always see those phishing scams where they'll call from a number that you recognize or something. So,
well, here's what I wonder is, it was in the mid-20s, and the mayor says he was able to barter it down to 13. Well, we know $13,000 in calls weren't made. Why can't you try to get this thing erased so it doesn't end up impacting, the city budget?
well, $13,000 is, that's a good chunk of money.
It is, and Mayor McGuire tried to get it to go away, because he said he called Frontier Communications, their fraud department, and said, "Hey, we didn't do these calls. I mean, look at the bills, look at when they happened, look at where they were going. We didn't do this." And Frontier said, it's coming from your system, though. So unless you can prove that it wasn't coming from your system, you're still going to have to pay. But because it does look like you didn't do it, we'll cut it in half. We'll cut the bill in half. That's evidently their standard policy, per the mayor. So he said, we'll do that for you, but you haven't proved that they didn't. Even if someone called through your system, your system was used, so someone's going to have to pay the piper.
And then it was approved ultimately by the city council, so that it takes away the whole stigma or whatever was walking around the street that somehow this all was covered up.
Yeah.
Which I don't believe that when I talked to the mayor, that he did the things that he had to do when he had to do it, and this was not some. I think it was being portrayed as somebody using the phones in a salacious way, and that the city had covered it up. We couldn't find any of that.
Nope. No evidence of that in any of your conversations.
Correct. And it was a $13,000 bill. It was split up into 3 or 4 monthly payments to make it more palatable for the city, because, as you said, $13,000, it's,
that's
per the mayor, the city is in better financial shape than it has been in the recent past, but still, that's
$13,000.
$13,000.
Yeah.
And for the people that have gone to a city council meeting, unless they've drastically changed it, they're at the very beginning. Well, not the very beginning. They'll say the pledge and stuff, but there will be, I make a motion, we pay the bills.
Yeah.
Essentially, and that's all that's said about the bills. Now the aldermen have packets with those bills in them, so they can see it whenever see what's being paid and when it's being paid. So the increase in the phone bill wasn't necessarily spoken out loud at the council, where we hear about it and we go, oh well, we're going to have this in our council report.
Yeah.
But the aldermen, per the mayor, if they actually looked at their sheets, they would have seen, well, that phone bill is twice as high as it normally is. So that it wasn't like Mike said earlier. It wasn't, well, we're just going to try and slip this under the door and no one's going to see it and we're going to get away with it. That wasn't what happened. It went through city channels the way that it's supposed to.
All right, man. All right. Thanks for the visit. We'll talk to you later.
Chet, thank you.
You said Chet?
Yeah, Chet. Oh,
That's Jack.
That's Jack.
Oh. Who's on first?
Chet. I don't know where he's at. Chet's in the other room.
He keeps coming up.
He's on the AM.
More names he keeps coming up. He'll never remember anybody. Have some more coffee.
Just a look. Look here. Yeah, look at there, Curtis.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn the mic down. You just go get some more coffee there.
All right. Clifford Reaver with us, and he has been putting up with a lot of abuse here this morning, so we're very happy to have him. You know, we were talking about our good friends out at Walmart. Seems like there's a constant theme there. You got a call?
I think we do. Oh, nope. Yes, we don't.
The largest retail chain in the country is doing its part to curb one of the worst social epidemics in our generation. Walmart recently announced it's asking its customers to refrain from visiting the store dressed in pajamas, even in states where the practice is legal. Is it legal in Illinois? Because I'm telling you, I've seen some people in some jammers out there.
Yeah, I don't know if that law's on the books or not.
If it's legal or not.
It must be, because I see enough people, not just in Walmart, but everywhere, wandering around in pajamas.
You wouldn't do that, would you, Curtis?
No, sir.
Clifford,
would you?
Well, as long as I got the pajamas that got my little snap drawers in the front.
Okay.
And my footies.
Those are EA jammies.
No, they're actually double X.
No, EA, easy access.
Yes, they are. You just step into them. Anyway, the CEO of Walmart, can you imagine that this rose to the level that the CEO of Walmart has to address it?
That's pretty bad. They're going to have the Walmart pajama police out there?
Apparently. It says up to the company and business leaders to be the change agent they need and want. And they want to see this happen. Quote, somehow our stores have created a culture where people think it's perfectly acceptable to go out in public in whatever they slept in. He said, we're trying to change that. I've seen some things.
All right,
right here, I've seen some things.
Okay, the greeters would have been the first defense about that. You know?
Yeah.
You're walking in, hey, welcome to Walmart. I see you're wearing pajamas. Would you mind going home and changing into something more appropriate?
Yeah. No shirt, no shoes, no jammers.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that one guy could have done that. Thank you. We're glad to see you here at Walmart. By the way, turn around and get out of here. Go get something on put some jeans over your jammers.
That's right.
Anyway, it was a controversial announcement made by Walmart. It was applauded by supporters, but it's receiving pushback from shoppers who see no good reason to get dressed before leaving the house. It's a different world, my friend.
People have way too much time on their hands. If they're online discussing this.
Yeah. Walmart says any negative responses that the announcement has made is proof that the change is necessary. They further explained that this is merely a suggestion by the company and not an enforceable policy. Oh, well, come on. Now they're not going to put any teeth in it, are they?
No.
Well, but I have to tell you have to admit, I brought this up.
Yeah, a long time
ago.
About
a month and a half ago or 2 months ago.
It's been a while ago.
And said, I'm finding some of the stuff that people are wearing at Walmart to be just beyond the pale.
Like I said, it's not only Walmart.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. You go to the restaurant and you can see it.
Yep.
Are you on Facebook?
No, sir.
You're not on Facebook?
No, sir.
Why wouldn't you want to be a part of social media, my friend?
After that, why would you want to be on it?
Why would you want to be on it after that? Yeah.
Well, Facebook wants to help users find love. Its new online dating service launched today. Did you know that they were going to do this, Turner?
No, I did not.
The free site allows you to match with friends of friends or those not in your friend circle. One feature is one is the Secret Crush, which lets people connect if they both secretly express interest in each other. You got a call?
Yeah, I do.
Go
Good
ahead.
morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, I've sitting on the bench at Walmart waiting for life a lot of times. I've seen a lot of people go by. I wish they had to.
Are we getting a live?
You're cutting out of us.
Are we getting a live report on people in pajamas going into Walmart? Is that what we're getting here?
I've seen a lot of people. I wish they had the pajamas on.
All right.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for the call.
A live report into our newsroom here at
Oh,
WFIW. A reporter on the scene letting us know that jammers would be a big upgrade for some of the people walking into McDonald's this morning.
So Facebook has
Or
a dating app
Walmart.
now, huh?
Yes, they do. The social media giant says in its blog post, it takes the work out of creating a dating profile and gives you a more authentic look at who someone is. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I have my picture, my avatar on Facebook.
You have an avatar?
Well, no,
Really?
That's what they call this. You know, your picture next to your name, okay?
That's a picture. An avatar is kind of like a fake cartoon thing.
I kind of agree.
Clifford, you're going to go back to Curtis in a minute if you don't agree with me. I'm just going to tell you. Anyway, long and short, my picture.
Yeah.
My profile picture.
Right.
Is Gordy Toombs' excellent drawing.
Sketch
of me.
drawing, yeah.
That he did one for you, too.
Beautiful.
Excellent. I've left that up. I'm going to probably change it here pretty soon. But if I put another picture up, I'm going to look real good when I put it up.
That's true.
I'm going to do, the light's going to be perfect. It's going to be one of those, you take 80 pictures. Well, this one makes me look about 5 years younger. That's the one that's going in there. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's real. That picture is not real. That's not what I really look like. And so, if you're basing your dating, and by the way, I want to say right now, I'm not interested in dating. So, but if I was going to be back in the dating world, I'm not going to base my date on that picture. Are you?
No.
Nope, I'm not.
Because she
how many
is probably putting something on there that's 15 years ago.
How many Facebook, profiles have you seen when there isn't a picture? It's a picture of, a snow-covered mountain or a, where they went on vacation or,
You're going to have to come up with a profile picture. That's all
That's
there's
why
to
I'm
it.
not on Facebook.
Well, there has to be other reasons. No. Did you hear who the new spokesperson is for KFC? I love to talk about KFC. It's one of my favorite topics.
Well, yeah, because it's
Clifford,
fried
were you there?
chicken.
Were you there at the Sunday dinner this past week or Saturday dinner?
Yes.
Did you see my plate?
No, I
He's
didn't.
going to
look
talk
at your
about
plate.
that again.
No.
One chicken wing.
One chicken
We heard
wing.
about this. We've heard about
One
it.
chicken wing.
And all the bones. I ate all the bones.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had a clean plate when you was done.
I did. KFC is selecting Rudy to be the new Colonel Sanders for the NFL season.
Rudiger?
Rudy Rudiger, the guy that played it. Sean Astin.
Oh, Sean Astin. Okay.
Well, isn't it not the real Rudy? This
Oh,
guy
okay.
that
I
played
was
it.
thinking the real Rudy.
No, this is the guy that played him, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Astin will be reprising his role as the Notre Dame college football legend in addition to assuming the role of the Colonel. He'll become Colonel Rudy.
Colonel Rudy. All right.
In that campaign, and the actor has described it as an opportunity he could not pass up. According to KFC, the real Daniel Rudy Rudiger, who the film is based on, will make an appearance in the campaign at some point.
Huh.
Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy. Oh, boy.
Rudy.
Eddie Murphy's coming back as a stand-up performer. I told you he was coming back.
I heard he was coming back for
but
stand-up.
not just for Saturday Night Live.
He's going to be making a tour?
Yes.
Okay.
He's confirming a return to stand-up comedy. He's 58 now.
Well, you know, he's been in all the Disney movies here lately.
Yes.
Dr. Dolittle. He was in, the remake of, the one that Jerry Lewis played. Dr. Love, remember that?
The absent-minded... No, that wasn't the absent-minded. Was he the absent-minded professor?
I think so.
Oh.
No, that wasn't the absent-minded professor. He played Dr. Love.
Okay.
And he
I
was
know,
a professor, too.
Yes.
And Jerry Lewis played the two characters in the original. Eddie
Right.
Murphy did it. There was a couple others he did.
Anyway, he confirmed
Shrek,
that he was on an episode of his Netflix podcast that around 25 minutes into the show, he said he's going on the road to do some stand-up in 2020. Murphy's also reportedly in talks with Netflix for a stand-up special. Get a load of these numbers. He'll get paid $70 million for that Netflix special. Good work if you can get it.
Yeah.
Tom Clifford.
And that's just stand up there and tell jokes.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I make for doing that?
Yeah. Not 70 million.
Substantially less.
Yeah, but,
come out here and lean into this microphone and get confused and call people names that they're not even. Let's see here. Late night comedians have fun. They're having fun about the. There's nothing really fun about the hurricane, as far as I'm concerned.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
If you're making fun about that, then probably it's not something that I'm interested in making fun about.
Not even interested in talking about it.
That's horrible, and it is. It just keeps on going. Did you know? You remember the guy that got in all the trouble? He was in a Winnebago with the then candidate for president, Trump, and they both had mics on.
Mm-hmm.
This was right before the election, and they were doing a little locker room talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Billy Bush, remember him? Billy Bush was the guy that was interviewing Trump before he became president, and they did some locker room talk. Okay?
Yeah.
And it came out right before the election, and everybody thought that's just going to kill Trump, which it didn't, never would. Billy Bush has been out of work for 3 years after being fired for that. And now he's coming back. He begins on Monday as the host for the new revamped pop culture news show Extra. He was a rising star back before the Trump thing happened, and 3 years without work. Now he's back.
All right.
You got trivia questions
I
for
do
us?
have some trivia questions. I'm
Clifford,
going to give you a choice
you feeling
this
good
morning.
today about your chances of
I don't know, Matt.
scoring?
Can't really tell you.
All right. You want
Did
some,
you hear? Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
You didn't know Mac.
Yeah.
I know Mac.
I've got some
I'll never live down that Curtis comment.
music trivia.
Music trivia.
And
all
I've
right.
got some 60s and 70s trivia.
We could use the legend.
So which one do you want?
You're the guest.
Let's go 60s and 70s.
All righty.
We both lived then.
We may have a chance.
I didn't have a clue then,
Here
but I
we
lived
go.
then.
All right. On which college campus were 4 students killed during anti-war demonstrations in 1970?
Don't give the answer.
No, not yet. Which historical first was celebrated on April 22nd, 1970, having to do with the environment in the USA?
Ooh.
June 17th, 1972, a scandal rocked the nation. The names Dean, Halderman, and Ehrlichman are associated with this.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the scandal? During which Olympic Games in 1972 did terrorists murder 11 Israeli athletes and coaches? Okay. Number 5. On January 2nd, 1973, the U.S. Supreme Court legalized abortion due to what decision?
Mm-hmm. I can do that.
All right. Number 6. What nuclear power plant had a radioactive leak in 1979?
Ooh, you might 79. See, you might have to be specific. There was 2 of them during that era.
March of 79.
Okay, all right.
That's specific enough.
All right.
March.
Numbers. I can
I
get
don't
more
think so.
specific if you need me to.
There's
Number
two
7.
of them in my mind.
Yes.
Well, okay. Number 7. 1978. Residents of what city in New York had to be evacuated due to dangerous toxic chemicals buried in the area, known as the Love Canal?
Oh.
Alrighty. November 19th, 1978. Which religious cult leader led 900 of his members in a mass suicide? I think we had that one the other day. So, alrighty. What United States governor from a southern state was shot and paralyzed while campaigning for president in 1972?
We can handle that, can't we?
Yeah.
Cliff?
And who was killed on her way to meet with a reporter for the New York Times to reveal evidence of unsafe and illegal practices at a nuclear power plant called Kerr-McGee, which, by the way, has coal plants in southern Illinois.
Really? That's the company? Well, I think what you've done here is you've set up several questions.
I've set you up for success today.
Well, here's the thing. Me and my colleague here,
Curtis.
No, get his name right. It's Clifford. Everybody knows it's Clifford. Everybody knows Clifford Reaver. So when they got on the show, they had to say, "Wait a minute, is that Clifford's brother, Curtis?"
Yeah, that's your twin, right? Curtis and Clifford.
We've got the evil twin here. We've got the evil twin here. We'll be back with more after this.
I hope not.
Would you rather have a colonoscopy than shop for a new vehicle? If so, Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler can help. We don't have the largest inventory or occupy 20 acres, but we do have our 4G philosophy. Great products, great prices, great service, and a great team. Lamont's is a small-town dealer that takes pride in customer satisfaction, honesty, transparency, competitive pricing, and a no-pressure experience. We don't expect you to pay more at Lamont, but we think you'll find us worth it. Give us a call at 618-842-4995. Check us out online at lamontsonline.com or stop by in person at 412 East Main Fairfield. You'll like the way we do business.
Wabash Christian Therapy, Hamilton Memorial Hospital, and Wabash General Hospital will be having a Patient Appreciation Day at Wabash Christian Therapy office located at 1112 Oak Street in Carmi on Wednesday, September 18th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. They will be serving free pork burgers, hot dogs, and drinks. While you're there, sign up for door prizes that include a battery-powered Jeep, RTIC soft-sided cooler, and $100 gift card, plus giveaways. All of their patients are invited to come for lunch and visit with the providers and staff. Carson Auction will have a public estate auction for Craig and Becky Larch on Saturday, September 7th at 11 a.m. 2103 County Road 875 East and Reinard, 3 miles north of Johnsonville. Real estate consists of a 1997 Dutch single-wide, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, sitting on 1 acre. There will be a huge selection of antiques, collectibles, tools, and personal property. For a complete sale bill and photos, visit CarsonAuctionRealty.com. Carson Auction Realty, Justin Carson, auctioneer.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet in Mount Vernon has all your flooring needs. They have a large selection in stock and always give great service. Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet certificates are available on the Big Deal Store.
Hi, this is Megan Berg of People's National Bank in Fairfield. We love our customers. Stop by Friday, September 6th from 11 to 1 for our Customer Appreciation Day. Free food and drinks, giveaways, and a limited time mystery CD special. At People's National Bank, we love our customers and it shows. Stop by Friday, September 6th for lunch and let me, Megan Berg, Retail Sales Manager, show you what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC.
Where will you spend your Saturdays this fall? Get your kids out of the house and over to Memorial Stadium for Fighting Illini Game Day.
Touchdown, Illinois!
Enjoy the free Kids Zone in Grange Grove. See your favorite players at the Illini Walk and create new family traditions. Get your tickets today at fightingillini.com. Your kids will thank you.
We all know home is where the heart is. Now the experts at Carrier have put a new twist on that notion. Introducing the Carrier Core Thermostat, the heart of a smarter home. With the Core Thermostat, you can control your home comfort from across the room or across the country. The Core Thermostat also monitors your energy usage and turns it into reports you can use to save money. Call Sam or Kara at Complete HVAC and Plumbing today at 445-3329 or visit their website at completehvac.org.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Before going on vacation, you need to know what to pack. Preparing for your financial future is similar. Without proper planning, you could very well be left out in the cold. I can offer you a variety of investment strategies designed for your specific needs. Call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855, located at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned. Give us a like on Facebook.
Fairfield area weather forecast: sunshine today with a high of 90. Clear tonight, low 60. Mostly sunny, 80 tomorrow for Sunday. Cloudy skies, high of 80. Partly sunny, 88 on Monday. And for Tuesday, sunshine with the high of 92. Overnight low 60. Yesterday's high was 79. Currently humidity at 83%. Winds from the south-southwest at 6 miles an hour. And the pressure at 29.95. Sunshine, we've got 70 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking very good this morning. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group.
Love the Fairfield City Band bringing us back. I just got handed the entertainments for the Fairfield Fall Fun Fest. A couple of interesting things. On Friday night, while you're in Chester, look at that. Look at that. Platinum Rock Legends are going to be at the main stage between 6:30 and 10:30. That sounds like rock and roll, my friend.
All right.
Uh-oh. Probably ought to get the pictures of everybody up here. Oh, there we are.
All right.
And then, real fast, on Saturday night, Dennis Stromat and Terry G. Smith and Friends. Is that bluegrass?
Stromat is kind of known as the Cajun music. He plays Cajun music. He's from over at Mount Carmel.
Okay. Well, we'll talk more about this because we've got this right here, and we'll be talking about it all next week. But I'm really looking forward to the Fall Fun Fest.
All right, I'm going to have to breeze through these pretty
let's
quickly.
go. Well, don't worry. We know all the answers.
All right, college campus where 4 students killed during anti-war protests.
Kent State.
You got it. Historical first celebrated on April 22nd, 1970. Having to do with the environment in the U.S.
The end of DDT.
Earth Day. First Earth Day.
Okay.
All right. 1972, scandal rocked the nation. Names Dean, Heidelman, and Ehrlichman.
Watergate.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All righty. During which Olympic Games in 1972 did terrorists murder 11 Israeli students or athletes and coaches?
Munich.
Yep. Been to that place.
Really?
Yes. And when I was there back in the mid-'70s, they had left the room exactly as it was. So it was very, very moving when you went in there.
You've been to Munich and Johnston City.
Yeah.
You're going there again
and Pond Creek.
At Pond Creek.
You betcha. All righty.
World traveler.
Yes, he is.
Betcha. 1973, the U.S. Supreme Court legalized abortion due to what decision?
Roe versus Wade.
Yep. Nuclear power plant that had a radioactive leak, March 28th, 1979.
Well, Clifford and I, we each have one.
I'm going 3 Mile Island.
That's it.
Okay, now I'm going. I'm with him. Brilliant, I'm with him.
1978, residents of which city in New York had to be evacuated due to dangerous toxic chemicals buried in Love Canal?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Slowly I turn.
1978, which religious cult leader killed or had 900 of his followers commit suicide? Yep.
Clifford's knocking it out of the park.
You betcha. Which U.S. governor from a southern state was shot and paralyzed while campaigning for president in 1972?
George Wallace.
Yes.
George Wallace. I met George Wallace on the campaign in 76.
From Alabama. And who was killed on our way to meet with a reporter for the New York Times to reveal evidence of unsafe and illegal practices at a nuclear power plant called Kerr-McGee?
Aaron Brockovich?
No.
Who?
Karen Silkwood.
Oh, I got them wrong. I got the two wrong. Got mixed up.
You betcha.
But I'm not really good with names.
No, that's for sure, Matt. You're not good with names.
Matt's not very good with that.
For Jack, Chet, Matt, Mike, Clifford, Curtis, Mark, John,
Enjoyed it,
David,
guys.
Clifford, thanks for coming back. Everybody knows Clifford. Thank you for being here, and we'll be back on. We're going to be at Frontier Community College on Monday. We're going to be out the Bobcat Den.
Yeah, come out and see us.
I'll have a coffee on us later.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, downtown Wayne City. No one beats their prices on Serta iComfort mattresses. See weekly pictures and prices on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Hurricane Dorian's made its first landfall in the United States, hitting Cape Hatteras, North Carolina.
Dorian continues to move northeastward up the southeastern coastline, still bringing the risk for hurricane-force winds, life-threatening storm surge, flooding, and isolated tornadoes.
That's Fox meteorologist Janet Steen. She says the storm will move offshore today with parts of the mid-Atlantic and southern New England maybe giving gusty wind, some rain, and rough seas. The monthly jobs report's out, 130,000 jobs created. The unemployment rate steady at 3.7%. Former Starbucks